Shalom, Israel. We're at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm priest and officer of 50 Kanayak at the New Orleans, Louisiana division. I also have priest and officer 500 Rawam Yala with me.
Shalom Bashim Yahshua Barakatah to my brothers. Shalom Yahshua Thumb Bashim Yahshua to my sister.
Shalom Yahbashim Yahshua Barakatah, brother to the brothers. Shalom Yahshua Bashim Yahshua to the sisters as well. This Sunday night class, I'm going to like Sunday night class. I'm gonna go pretty much into some of the curses of Israel, some of the blessings and also the curses, proving that we are indeed the true nation of Israel according to Scripture. You know, we have like of course, you know, an imposter that pretty much stole our identity. You know what I'm saying, claiming that they the true Jews or whatnot, but no, they don't even know what tribe they're from or none of that case or whatever case may be, you know, pretty much imposters according to scriptures and don't fit none of the curses according to scriptures as well. You know what I'm saying, scripture said, you know what I'm saying, Judah would be in the morning to Christ's return. We all know Christ hasn't returned yet. So of course, you know, according to scripture, Judah is supposed to still be in mourning. Well, you know what I'm saying, you got the so-called Jew, the Jewish man, which is an apostle, like I keep saying. They own just about everything, you know. They own about 85% of the banking worldwide, on Hollywood, you know what I mean? They got they got all the best lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they got their own community, their own police department. Say one thing about it, they call it anti-Semitic, something like that, or whatever the case may be. I mean, the whole government come crash down on your head if you say anything about them. So pretty much they got the whole world. You know, they're living in heaven, you know, heaven on earth right now, you know. And Christ hasn't come back yet. Christ hasn't come back yet. So, you know, like I say, you know, the Jews, you know, they're going down there, they're supposed to know they'll be in mourning till Christ get here, you know what I'm saying? So Christ hasn't made it here yet. So therefore the Jews are still in mourning, which are blacks. We got the blacks, the Negro, and America, you know. I mean, we have other tribes, you know what I'm saying? We got Reuben, we got Benjamin. All the nations are pretty much in mourning right now, pretty much. But it spoke of Judah, you know. So, you know what I'm saying, we all in mourning. We all waiting until Christ to come back. So if I could, if I could, I want to start with Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. I just want to grab that one real quick. And, you know, we'll get into this a little bit. I'm going to go into the who fit the curses of this Bible, you know what I mean? Who fit the curses, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much who fit the description of the real Jews, you know, according to what we see in society today, not only society, like I said, let's see what the Bible say. That everybody got in their house, that the Christian pastors got, but they don't read this to you. You know what I mean? So if I could, though, let me get chapter 1, verse 3.
No sweat. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. And it reads, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
Right. The ox, you know what I'm saying, which is an animal of labor, you know. I mean, even an ox knows his master, you know what I mean? Even an ox knows where his home at, you know what I'm saying? If he gets lost somewhere, whatever the case may be, you know, he know how to find home, you know. Right. He know who feeds him, you know what I'm saying? You know who puts him out in the barn when it gets too cold, when the weather gets too cold, you know, who puts him in the barn and all that. He know who tends to him. Even an ass know this, which is a donkey, what they consider as kind of a dumb animal, but he got enough sense to know who his master is. You know what I'm saying? He got enough sense to know where his home is and who he belongs to. But you know what I'm saying? But Israel do not know. The true Israelites, they do not know. And they don't know what nation they belong to, you know. I mean, like I say, every 20, 30 years they change our nationality. You know, we went from Negro to give me some Afro-American.
Right. Colored people.
I mean, black.
Yeah, right.
What is it?
I was just it's
You
like
guys
I was
go
just saying
ahead.
color people from color people to Afro American to African American to Negroes, niggas. All we got all
Right,
kind of certain names, man.
right.
I mean, Slacky,
Agent,
different names of really disrespect, man. Because you know what I'm saying that it's all a part of the agenda to hide your identity, man. You know what I'm saying? Not for you not to know who you are.
right. I mean, it's all a plot, you know what I'm saying? These nations conspired against us, you know what I mean? So that's all it is. But Judah, like I say, you gotta be totally insane, you know what I mean, to listen to anything that your oppressor gotta tell you about you. You know
Right.
what I mean? When they done had you in captivity over 400 years, and then when they say that they let you out, when I mean they physically let you out, but the reason they let you out physically because they had you spiritually, mentally. You know what I mean? They had your mind at that point, and just like a institutionalized prisoner, you know what I'm saying? You keep him on the yard, for such a long time now. He been in prison since he was like a child, 16 years old, and now he about going in his 70s. He don't want to walk out that gate. He don't know what's out there. All he knows is his prison yard. You know what I mean? And that's how
That's
Israel
right.
became an institutionalized prisoner of this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? But we do not even consider who we are because we didn't got comfortable with our oppressor telling us who we are. You know what I mean? And the Most High say you're more precious than gold. You know what I mean? I mean, He separated you from all nations and
Like
chose you. You know what I mean? He chose you. You know what I'm saying? And if I, you know what I'm saying, and say, but Israel do it not know. My people do not even consider. You know what I'm saying? We don't consider who we are no more. We just got comfortable with who they say we are. You know what I'm saying? But the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge since 1969 is here to tell you, black man, black woman, Native Indian man, Native Indian woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, that you are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you are the ones that are still in mourning till Christ come back. You know what I mean? And that so-called Jew over there calling himself a Jew is an apostle. So what I want to do, I want to get into some of the blessings and the curses that we would have, I'm saying, pretty much done what the Most High want us to do. We'll be above all these people, you know what I mean? And that's another thing about black folks, you know what I'm saying? We don't never want to be above nobody. We always want to be equal to, you know what I'm saying? We just want to be equal to. But I get into that a little bit deeper. If I could, I want to go. I want to grab. I'm gonna go ahead. Now it's like I'll wait for a sec. If I could, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. I'm going to some of the blessings. Let's go into some of the blessings that the Most High promised us. You know what I mean? That we was to know, saying, because you got to remember, the Most High only gave the covenant to one people. You know, He didn't give it to all people. You know, and that's one thing we got to get out of our heads that the Most High deals with everybody.
that's right.
Certainly, the Most High did make everybody. He created everybody, but you want to know why He created everybody else? You want to be like, okay, He chose us, but why did He create everybody else? He created everybody else so they could serve you, black man, black
That's
woman.
right.
He created everybody else so we'll be above somebody. It's never in a society that you know of that was somebody always at the top of the pole, totem pole. You know what I'm saying? Even in the streets, you know what I'm saying? If you want to just go into what you're familiar with, even the business world is somebody at the top, you know. You know what I'm saying? Walmart probably doing better than Kmart. You know, Kmart don't even exist no more. You feel me? I don't think, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always somebody at the top pole, no. Verizon might be doing better than AT&T or the other thing around. It's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? Just like anything else. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And there's a people that's always been at the top, you know. Every nation had their chance at the top, you know what I'm saying? Black man, black woman. But you
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? You don't seem to want to have your position. You don't seem to want to be at the top. You don't seem to want to feel like that you belong above all people. But the Most High, you know what I'm saying, say otherwise. He chose you. You know what I'm saying? He chose you to be above all people. You know what I'm saying? But it was the reason why we got to this point. But let's see what the promises that He made Moses, you know what I'm saying, concerning us that we'll get that we observe and done all His commandments, you know what I'm saying, and live by His way. if I could get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1, sir.
Con, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting at verse 1. And it reads, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth."
Right. So right here, this is the Most High making a pact with Israel. You know what I'm saying? If you would know what I'm saying, hearken diligently, meaning closely, constantly, pay attention to the diligent, be diligent with this. I mean, constant thing, can't slack on this. You know what I'm saying? And to the voice of the Lord our God to observe and do all the commandments which he command you. You know what I'm saying? This was the way that he wanted us to live, you know what I mean? Because it was the perfect way to live. It was the perfect way to live. He gave us all the knowledge to this earth, what to eat and what not to eat, what to kill us and what won't kill us, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just customs, you know what I mean? I mean, even like sleeping with other of the heathens, you know what I'm saying? That could be unhelpful, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they you know what I'm saying? We was a holy people. We got 12 tribes to choose from. You know what I mean? When it comes to women and men, you don't have to. He made it where you just you didn't have to go dealing with no other nation unless you just, you know what I'm saying, just want to do what you want to do.
That's right.
But you know what I'm saying, to observe to do all these commandments, you know what I'm saying? We had holy days, you know what I'm saying, to observe. Not to learn the ways of the heathens, you know what I'm saying, because the heathen ways are vain. You know what I'm saying? They don't even serve a true God. They got to make up their own gods, you know what I mean? And they raise up their own gods because they know the true God of this earth don't even deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even choose them. They're aware of this. You know what I'm saying? So they jealous of you, black man, you know what I'm saying? Black woman, but you don't consider that you're the greatest thing on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The Most High said it will set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we seem not to want to be above everybody. You know what I'm saying? We always want to share our inheritance, you know what I mean? When the other nations ain't sharing their inheritance.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, what they giving you, you know what I'm saying? They drop you off a tax return check every year, which is your money anyway. You know what I'm saying? You just getting some of your money back and you're going to put it right back in the economy. I mean, name something that they done for us that, that's really, you know what I'm saying, that did something for us as a whole. You might want to say the civil rights movement, Dr. Martin Luther King. You don't realize the Most High hates Dr. Martin Luther King, man, because he was a traitor, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We was doing fine. We was doing better. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing the best because, like I say, we still weren't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But one thing we did do that was prospering for us is just that one thing, separating from them nations. You know what I mean? Not dealing with them. I'm saying Black Wall Street was a prime example. Like, you hear all the time, they envy that, man. They envy you, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you ain't been out of slavery 100 years yet. But you know what I'm saying, yet they going through the Great Depression and your city's prosper. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't deal with that one, man. And you wasn't even keeping all the commandments. But still at this point, you still picking up their customs and want to dress the way they dress, do business the way they want to do business, but you stay separated. That was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But we just want to be like the other nations and not be better than the other nations. And when the Most High gave us customs and make us better than all the other nations, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he'll set us above all nations. So let's get that understood when y'all feel like God loves everybody. He don't love everybody. He said he would promise to set us above all nations. And he will do it, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like scripture say you want to go hold hands in hand, it ain't gonna stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? He gonna separate these nations like how he always intended to, and we be above all nations, whether you with it or not. You know what I'm saying? If you're not with it, you're gonna be at the bottom of the nation, bottom line. You know what I'm saying? If I could, so let me get verse 2. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 2. Salaki fell out for a sec. You heard about the one? Salaki fell out for a sec. I'm gonna pick it up for him. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. He said, all these blessings will come on thee and overtake you. Meaning it's going to be blessing upon blessing, man. It's just going to overwhelm you. He's going to overwhelm you with blessings, man. Imagine that. I don't think a black man that I know has ever, well, I know for certain. We never experienced that, especially in this captivity, black man, black woman. I'm saying blessings upon blessings, blessings that overtake you, man. Can you imagine that? You got some of these, stars out here, they feel like they're living a dream, and they might be living Esau's dream, but it don't even compare to the blessings that the Most High say He's gonna drop on them. He talking about He's gonna drop blessings on us that's gonna overtake us, man, and overwhelm us, man. Like, wow. You know what I mean? And we haven't experienced that yet in this captivity, and we never will. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for one empire to rise, one got to fall.
That's right.
And Esau's empire got to fall, man. I know we didn't get comfortable in this madness, and it's amazing that we have got comfortable in this madness, but hey, it ain't where it's supposed to go. And in order for ours to rise, this empire got to crumble. If I could, so let me get Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 3.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 3. And it reads, an Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation.
28, verse 3.
No sweat.
It's
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Right. Blessed shalt thou we be in the city, and blessed shall we be in the field, And we're not blessed in these cities. You know what I'm saying? They want to speak black on black crime, and yeah, it's black on black crime, but you gotta ask yourself sometimes, where did we get these weapons at? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go into the blessings. You know what I'm saying? In the Most High's kingdom, we will be blessed in our cities. You know what I mean? Coming to the city, you know what I mean? Instead of saying Edomite names and Amalek names and other heathen names, you're gonna see black men names on the buildings. You know what I mean? You're gonna see the shield of David all over the place. You know what I mean? You're gonna see like writing in the Hebrew. You feel me? This is a black man's city here. You know what I'm saying? Owned by black people. You know what I mean? Ran by black people. Blessed y'all would be in the city because it's gonna be brothers like the Isupk police in the city. You know what I mean? Blessed y'all would be in our cities. And we ain't gonna allow these heathens come in our cities and run them up. Feel me? Blessed y'all would be in our cities and our fields, You know what I'm saying? Us who want to live in the countryside out of the mountains. We're gonna have peace out in the mountains, not having to worry about somebody having to burning a cross in our yard or whatever. You know what I mean? Or worry about somebody poisoning our cattle because they envy the fact that our cattle are healthy and their cattle dying by the dozen. We're gonna be blessed in our cities. We ain't gonna have nothing to worry about because the most high gonna be with us. This is what it means when you follow the covenant as a nation. You know what I'm saying? We come back as a nation and we follow this covenant and we keep our word to the Most High. But like Jeremiah Muhammad said, the Most High is like one of the most serious bill collectors it is. He made a covenant with us over 4,000 years ago. He still expect that bill to be paid. He still expect to collect that debt. You know what I'm saying? He wanted one way or another. You know what I mean? But the thing about it, you know what I'm saying, by us doing what he asked, you know what I'm saying, we prosper as well, man. It ain't like we ain't getting nothing out of it, man. We get that entire earth, man. We get the entire earth and we get to put our enemies on our feet, man. We don't have to worry about our children, you know what I'm saying? Worry about being in fear when your children go out the door, wondering, you know what I'm saying, if they're gonna make it home, praying that they make it home. You know what I'm saying? Some of our children go disappearing, man. Our daughters, our sons, man. And they find them dead. It's a sad thing because all I know is that more likely something he didn't got a hold of them. But if it wasn't the case, it's one of our brothers or sisters out here and they caught up in this world of Esau and they stick in their head and they done something. You know what I mean? And the kingdom ain't gonna be none of that. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom, you play that if you want, you play with your own life. You gotta answer to the law there, you gotta answer to judgment. Then
That's right.
you will be judged, you know. Because the church say, you know, law done away with. Pray. So like I'm gonna get one more from here. Let me get verse 4, so 28
No
verse
sweat.
4.
No sweat. Huh? It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, Salaki, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Right. Blessed shall blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. What's the fruit of thy body? It's your children, you know what I mean? You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Your children will be blessed, you know what I mean? You'll be blessed with children, you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High say, told Israel to be fruitful and multiply. They like to, you know, make it like almost a sin in his empire to know if you got more than 3 or 4 kids, they want to make it look like it's a bad thing and want society to look down on you because you got about 4 or 5 kids. But the Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and then, you know, we don't, and in this kingdom, we ain't gonna have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, our woman even considering abortion. It's a no. She can't even fix her mouth to say that. You know what I mean? Them kids gonna be born in this kingdom, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be plenty of them. Feel me? Because, you know, we try to have more than one woman. So, you know, that means we can have about 7 kids, you know what I'm saying, within a year. You know what I mean? If they all pregnant at the same time, they be one behind the other. You know what I mean? They one behind the other. That's how you build a nation, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. You feel me? Because the Most I know what's best, man. Bless y'all our children be, you know what I'm saying? Bless y'all we be for even having our children, you know what I'm saying? Knowing our children go outside and we got a righteous order around us. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know, consequences and repercussions are serious and you don't want to have to deal with them, you know, but for the most part, people gonna get in line, you know. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? And bless, you know what I'm saying, and the fruit of that ground, you know what I'm saying, our crops gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our crops gonna be, you know what I'm saying, help the crops every year for the harvest, you know what I mean? Anything we touch, you know what I'm saying, is gonna prosper, you know, pretty much. Feel
That's
me?
right.
You know what I'm saying? The fruit of the ground, even your businesses, you know what I'm saying? Everything we touch, anything you touch, you know what I'm saying, gonna prosper, you feel me? I mean, you gotta look at it like this, hey, even in this empire, you feel me? Or for Esau businesses to prosper, you know what I'm saying? He gotta have the black man's labor, the Hispanic man's labor. You feel me? Have you ever noticed that? I'm saying without us, their economy will crumble within a week, man.
That's right.
That's a lot of us don't know. You know what I'm saying? That if every black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman decide to know just take a day off all at the same time, just all at the same time, take a day off in this country. You will see you will see a big difference. Like I mean, this economy will damn near crumble, man, from one day,
Like if I
man.
could,
Go
you
ahead,
know
sir.
what I'm saying? That I mean, you so right, and what you bringing out is real heavy, man. Because that you know, like you was bringing out earlier, when they was going through the Great Depression, and our cities was flourishing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was simply because you know they wasn't getting that nigga money. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting that so-called African American money, man, no more. You know what I'm saying? Like we had our own stores, we had our own hospitals, we had our own um grocery stores and things of that clothing stores. So we went to our own people in need for everything. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this was what no more than 60 years after you know being enslaved. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they knew, man, that if this is something that we can accomplish in less than 100 years, think about when we hit that 100-year marker. Think about double the time that it already had been since we had been out of slavery. What position that
Right.
they would be in, man? They would be underneath our boots, man, where they rightfully deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's the reason for their Great Depression. I mean, Slack, their Great Depression. When nobody going in their stores buying they apples and they oranges and they meat products and you know what I'm saying. When nobody going in their stores in need for water or for medical attention or none of that stuff, because you know we had our own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you had an example today to where, all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, decided one day out of the year, man, not to go to the oppressor for anything, you would see the economy crash overnight. You would see the stock markets start to crash overnight. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had out of one. I mean, it's like y'all.
Damn right. So I mean, heavy point. Like you say, I mean, I mean, just imagine, just look at it like this. We had 400 years of serving them, doing things of how they wanted us to do it in the whole nine. So pretty much they want us to do it like this. We gotta do it like this. You know what I mean? That's 400 years of learning, but not getting paid for it, being forced to learn it.
Right.
And then you gotta learn it, and you gotta be good at it. And meanwhile, they on their ass, selecting for my friends, drinking, bubbling, going to the malls and stuff in these little puffy dresses like they women, they Southern Bells, going around, they this gathering, that gathering. No one even want to raise their own brats. You know what I mean? I don't even want to raise, it's so late, they don't even want to raise their own brats, man. Their own kids, you feel me? Kid calling mammy in the slave camp, calling her mama, you feel me? Because this woman and breastfeed this child out, you know what I'm saying, all their young days, you know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, back I say, we learn everything, we doing everything, and finally all hell breaks loose. Now they gotta let the slaves go. Feel me? Now they gotta do all this on their own now. They gotta get up and pick that cotton or whatever, or shuck that corn or whatever, however you say, shuck the corn or whatever. They gotta go ahead and do all this. Plant the seeds, you know what I mean?
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Pull up the weeds, you know what I'm saying? Tend to the fields, tend to the livestock. They gotta do all this. And they ain't used to. They had 400 years of sitting on their butts. Well, then, you know what I'm saying, when we came out of no slavery, we been doing it, Now we get to do it and make some money. You feel me? Get to prosper. You know what I mean? When they saw that, that's when the sharecropping thing came, you know what I'm saying? That's why they try to keep a lot of slaves. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? I know the Civil War, ended slavery or whatever. But I can't pay you much, but you can stay on my land and this and that and third. They trying to get you to, and that's how sharecropping was started, you know what I mean? They promised our people, they stay there a certain amount of time or whatever, they'll give them a piece of the land or whatever the case may be. All the time they steady kicking it back. Well, you know what I'm saying? Things been kind of rough, you know what I'm saying, this season. So maybe next season, you know what I'm saying, I'll throw you a couple of acres or two or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And so forth and so forth, man. They couldn't survive, man. They still need us out of slavery, But when a lot of us went on our own and done what we are gonna do, you know what I'm saying, they became envious of that, man.
That's
And the
right.
damn Air Force dropped dynamite on the city. The Air Force at this time, was part of the Army. They call it the Air Corps at the time. Dropped dynamite on the city, man. This was your supposed to be nation then declare war against you because you prosper. Can you believe that? So we got, you know what I'm saying, reconsider, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The difference between a blessing and a curse, you know what I'm saying? And the cursings of the Most High that will be above all that nonsense, man. These people, hold on, let me go a little further. Yeah, because I want to explain exactly what the most, hold up. What is it? I started it. Let's keep going a little bit. Let's go to verse 5. Let's finish it up.
No sweat. This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 5. Blessed shall be the basket and thy store.
Right.
Blessed shall thy Salaki, that's it.
God, so Salaki. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Of course, a basket, you know what I'm saying? A wooden basket, hold bread in. We're going to plenty of bread. Our store's going to be filled, you know what I mean? Blessed shall be thy stores as well. We had a piece of that during Black Wall Street, not the whole thing. Like I said, we haven't even seen what the Most High have for us. It's going to be overwhelming. But, we just speaking of some on history, just a taste of it. From Black Wall Street, our stores were filled. Our baskets were filled with bread, you know what I mean? Yeah, and we had plenty of it in it, and it was selling. And we were selling to our own people. Let me get verse 6 if I could, I don't want.
No sweat. Verse 6. Blessed shall thou be. Salaki. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
Right. Blessed shall you be when coming into your house, and blessed shall you be when you're going out. Blessed shall you be coming and going. Blessed shall you be when you come into this world, and when you leave this world. I mean, blessed coming in and leaving, going out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? One thing they say about the black, you know what I'm saying, us, you know what I'm saying? When you walk out the door, you got to be prepared. Like, I mean, I don't want to know this, you know, especially being in the streets. When you walk out the door on some day, you have to be prepared that you might not walk back in that door.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for that. You know what I mean? And is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Based on society that we coming in, you know, they put us in a condition like that where we gotta know after everything we done, we gotta be concerned about damn is we gonna come back home and make it in the dope. Or you know, you might just like I'm just trying to get out, know, you probably just be wanting to go home, go to work. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just going to work. But you know, you probably made so many enemies out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, ain't like they ain't having that. No, we know who you is, man. You ain't go to work,
Right.
go to work my behind. I'm gonna put a bullet in you if I see you. You know what I'm saying? And then not only even on that, that's our own people though. But you know, even these cops, you coming home from work, you know what I'm saying? You know, all they remember is your record, your police record. You know what I'm saying? You got a record. That's the first thing I want to ask you. You got a record? But do you got a record, white man? You got a record for putting us in slavery 400 years? You got the nerve to ask me about a record? And you got over 400 years of records? Or more than that? You know what I mean? We can fight your wars for you. You got the
That's
nerve to
right.
ask me about a damn record?
Like if I could too, you know what I'm saying? Not just they 400-year-old record, man. The record that they had since they been on the earth at the time, especially if it's law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is ask them how many niggas they done killed don't do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How many niggas they done shoved a pistol down his mouth, or you know what I'm saying, or excessively beat him, or you know what I'm saying? They carry records, man, everywhere they go, man. You know what I'm saying? They record be the same, man. Deceptive,
Damn right.
deceiving devils, man. You know what I'm saying? You can count on them. It's a guarantee, man, that they gonna be a devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones who so called that, I got black friends, or what name them. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Man, you can always count on the white man, man, to deceive you, man, and be a devil, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's all I got.
And if I could, so piggyback on that, you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I got plenty of white friends. I'd be like, well, would you ever invite one of your white friends to your Thanksgiving? Ask them that
Right,
one. Or
right,
better yet, would you allow one of your black friends to marry one of your kids?
right.
Ask them that one. Oh, you gonna get the devil out of his ass on that one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
wait, we ain't talking about that one. You know what I mean? Well, that ain't the point. That ain't the point. And
That's
that's
right.
the point. The point is, you know what I'm saying? Do you love black people like you say you do? I
That's
mean, you can
right.
rate all our women, you know what I mean? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like back in
Just
the
like
day,
it
you
one
know
more
what I'm saying?
time too, man.
Go ahead,
I
brother.
was I can't think of the name of this show, man, but they was the little boy on there. He was a black little boy. He was living with a white family. His daddy was dead. The black little boy daddy was dead. So the teacher asked him, you know what I'm saying, what do you want to be when you grow up? The black boy replied, I want to be a white man. He got in trouble for it. So his foster father or whatever, which was the white man, asked him, why did he say that? He was like, well, my daddy got killed for being black. So I reckon if I grow up and I was white, then if he would have been white, he would have lived. So he asked the white man, man, he say, well, let me ask you, would you rather live, uh, would you rather live 100 years and be black, or would you rather live 30 years and be white? You know what I'm saying? And the white man couldn't even answer the damn question, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like for my Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even answer the damn question, man, because he understood right then and there, man, that hell, even though you got a black little boy as a foster kid or whatever, you ain't as non-racist as you thought you was, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because anybody with common sense, man, would rather live 100 years, whether they're black or white. You know what I'm saying? If race didn't matter, but
Right. But
That's
he
all I
ruled,
got.
but what he, it's like, that's a heavy, I ain't even heard of it. That's a heavy point. I need to go check that out on one real talk. And that's heavy. Cause I mean, what that proved right there, and I got a point to I want to ask since you brought that up, cause that's heavy. But no, what that proved right there, I don't wonder if I could. You correct me if I'm wrong. That proved that that white man, you said what, 30 years of being white and 100 years of being black, right?
Right.
Okay. What that proved right there, that white man would rather be in paradise for 30 years than do 100 years of servitude and torture and oppression. You know what I mean? Being a black man. You understand what I mean?
That's
He like, I'll take
that's
that 30
exactly
years.
right.
You feel me? He like, I'm
That's
gonna take
exactly
that
right.
30 and run with it. You feel me? He said, I'm gonna have a ball doing it because you know, hey, we privileged. You
Right.
know what I mean? We run the empire. But you want me to go? He never knew how. No, he'll never know how what it means to be a nigga, and he don't want to know either.
He don't want to
But
know.
he'll sit there and play that role with that little black boy. You know what I mean? It'll be okay, that little Timmy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know
Right.
this
Right.
type of this crazy, man. This is a devil, man. If it ain't a devil, man, I mean, if they ain't the devil, who is, like scripture say, man?
Right. That's
They deceive a
deception at
little
its best,
boy,
man.
man.
Right there. That's deception
Right.
at its best, man.
See him play with this baby, man. And
Right.
all this baby known was torment. No, don't even have their children. No, ain't even proud of his father.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Pretty much is what I'm saying. Hate his father.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he ain't say, he didn't say it, but you know, them words, that's hateful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you despise who you is, man.
Right. He hate
You
himself,
despise that you come
so
from
he
the seed
can't
of your
love his
father.
father. That's right. That's right. He hate
Right.
himself.
You hate yourself, you know what I'm
He
saying?
say,
Yeah.
for you to grow up to want to be white, you know what I'm saying? To ask this, to ask a question like that, man, and you say, what you want to be? Hell, I just want to be white so I can live. Well, damn, man.
Right.
You gotta
That's
hate your own
sad.
complexion, man. You gotta hate yourself, man, to give an answer like that, man. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
what you said with heavy, just to live, I don't want.
Just to
He
live.
just want to live.
That's it.
But he figured just being a traitor to his people would be the only way to live.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
The
realize
birth of
he
Uncle
wanted to
Tom.
be a traitor.
The birth of an Uncle Tom, right there.
Right, right. And it's sad, man, because you see a baby. No, all I can see is this baby. I ain't even know seeing what you're talking about, but all I see is a baby, man, being taught to be an enemy of his own people, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Sad. And let's move on. So if I could, let me get verse 7 and we're gonna step it up some.
No
Deuteronomy
sweat,
23,
man. This
verse
is the
7.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 7. And it reads, the Lord shall cause thine enemies to rise up against thee, to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
Right. I had to go here because you know what I'm saying, for one, the Christian church think the Most High is all about love. You know what I mean? And two, the Christian church believe the Most High ain't gonna pay back our enemies double portion what they done to us.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? It's gonna be a time that Esau gonna try to show his behind. The other nations gonna try to show their behind. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, like you say, he just called our enemies to rise up against us, and they shall come at us one way and flee in 7 different ways, like cockroaches.
It's a lot.
That means, you know what I'm saying? That's our enemy. He called them our enemies. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget the most important part, man. We got to realize that the other nations are our enemies. They are in competition with us to rule the earth. Bottom line, in order to rule the earth, you got to be willing to be in competition with the other nations.
That's right.
Bottom line, you got to be willing to be in competition with the other nations. And that's how a lot of our Christians indoctrinated the pastors saying, you know what I'm saying, love each other. We got to be as one, equal people. Ain't nothing never been equal, man.
That's
Nothing
right.
never been equal, man. Miss me with that nonsense, bro. Most I say, well, they gonna come at us, he gonna make them flee in 7 different ways. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, man. You just gonna have to deal with it. Then, if I could, so let me get let's go up to verse 15. Let's go into some of the curses. And
That's
I
right.
started talking about the blessings and start going into the curses.
Right,
Like,
right, right, right. No sweat, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. And it reads, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of, if thou wilt slacken. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
right. And remember when I said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, all these blessings that we would have followed the Most High and done it and observed the statutes and commandments, that all these blessings would have came upon us and overtook us, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, this is the flip side of the coin. This is how the Most High work, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't do this, it's pretty much what he's saying. You get something out of that too. Instead of blessings, you're gonna get curses.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just the flip side of the coin, as the Chinese would like to say, the yin and the yang. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
As they
Right.
say, it's a flip side of this. The Most High ain't like what the Christians tell you. Well, Christ came to die, so you'll be okay. Look around the earth, and you can tell you ain't gonna be okay.
That's right.
As a nation, you know what I'm saying? As a nation, we went into slavery, and like I said, I keep saying, as a nation, we gonna ride. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be when there's a great falling away. We gotta destroy like the Israelite school, universal practical knowledge. We on our job. We're destroying the doctrines of the Christians, these Nation of Islam cats, the fake Hebrew groups. You know what I'm saying? The traitors of this school. You know what I'm saying? We're taking on all contenders to make sure. You know what I'm saying? It's only one. It's only one body. It's only
That's
one
right.
West, man. It's only
That's
one
right.
God. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna have your way. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, you know, that's a flip side to this coin, and this is Most High telling you exactly what's gonna happen if you don't observe. But before I go into that, sir, I'm gonna go back to now this time I decided to do slack stuff. All the blessings out of curses, right? Well, you know what I'm saying? Let me get like a little piece of something. Let's go back to Isaiah. Come on, find it. Go back to Isaiah chapter 1. Let me get that with Isaiah chapter 1, and I want to go to verse 4.
Come, no sweat. This book of this book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 4. And it reads, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards.
Right. And the reason I went here, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure I put that nail, you know what I'm saying, put that nail deep. And for one, you know what I'm saying, the most high is dealing with one nation, and two, that nation is Israel, the true
That's right.
Israelites, the black man, black woman, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And this him calling you a seed of evildoers. So what happened is, you're asking us, why did we get into these 400 years captivity? We did something. Most High is a righteous God. He ain't just decided to wake up. Like, all right, I'm gonna throw the ads in there anyway. You know what I mean? Nah.
That's right.
Our sins have reached heaven. Our sins reached heaven as a nation. Let's say it like that, because y'all know, as a nation, our sins reached heaven, and the Most High had to make his word bond at that point. He called us a seed of evildoers.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And he was talking to his children that are corruptors. Our children, he's still calling us children. Cause just like children, you know what I'm saying, we can behave, you know what I mean? We act up. Israel was something serious. Most I still love what he'll spank us too, you know what I mean? As children, he look at us like children that are corruptors, that have forsaken the Lord, and they have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. He said the Holy One of Israel into anger. Not the Holy One of the whole earth, not the Holy One of the Chinese, the Holy One of the true Israelites. We provoked him to anger. Like
That's
I
right.
said, this so-called Joe over there, now he living it up, man. Just like the white man should in the white man's world. You know what I'm saying? That's all he is. And he living it up. And we provoke them into anger. They are going away backwards. I mean, we backslid, you know what I'm saying? We started to backslide.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? We started to be like, well, you know what I'm saying? We could deal with these other nations, you know what I'm saying? And other nations came in and cut our damn throat, man. Cause we want to be so down with them, but we can't even get along with each other. You feel me? To this day. We want to mingle with them, but we can't even mingle with our own kind. You know what I mean? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom splitting up, for example. You know what I mean? Throughout time, man, we fight each other all day, bro. I just want to go there, and if I could, let's go back to the curses in Deuteronomy chapter. Let's go back to chapter 16. Verse 16, chapter 28, verse 16. I just want to go back and just make that stamp on it and let you just hear some of the words of the Mosai, how he got to this point, other than you observing and doing all the commandments, and give some more dialogue to it, how you feel about this. But go ahead, sir.
No sweat. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right. And remember, like I said earlier, all this finna do is everything I said before, finna switch it up. Instead of being blessed in the city, you're finna be cursed in the city. You know what I'm saying? With the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Ducking and dodging these cops. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always gotta be a criminal, but just your color, your complexion makes you an enemy. Your complexion makes you up to something. You know what I mean? You can't wear a hood in your own neighborhood and go get a pack of Skittles from the store. Cause some neighborhood wives thinking you look suspicious. You know what I'm saying? You cursed in the city all of a sudden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we ain't always have drugs in our community. You think do we got planes? Do we got boats to bring that dope over here? Nah.
Right.
They disrespect you so much, black man, black woman. I'm talking to Judah, man, especially. Hispanic man, Hispanic woman too. They disrespect you so much, they make movies about this in front of you, man. Or the CIA bringing it in. And you would think, you know what I'm saying, as a people, you'd be like, wait a minute, man. If this how it is, then man, we should do something about this, man. Maybe we should flip the script.
Right.
You taking it, you glorify like watching a Scarface movie or something.
Right. That's right. So like if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This how curse you is, man. Don't matter what you doing in the city. You know what I'm saying? You could be partaking in the illegal activity. You're gonna be cursed. Or you can partake in some that you think is that's lawful and righteous, you know what I'm saying, trying to make an honest living. And you still gonna be cursed, man. They got a little boy, man, who he wasn't selling no drugs, he wasn't killing nobody. You know, he made him a lemonade stand, man, and he did so good this first year, man. He made him a couple $1,000s, man, with this lemonade stand. Well, he said, well, the next summer he gonna do the same thing. Well, the next summer he got a surprise, man. They had made a permit thing to say that the little boy couldn't sell no lemonade unless he had a LLC and a permit, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's a curse, man. That's curse, man. Because here you is trying to do something righteous, you know what I'm saying? Something, you know, the legal way or so-called legal anyway, so like for my language, you know what I'm saying? Right. They gonna throw a barrier, man, to make sure you don't prosper in nothing you do, man. That's cursed, man. That's cursed in the field, man. That's cursed in your own city, man. No matter what you set your mind on, man. And that's simply because we broke the covenant with our Most High God, man. We didn't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And like you was bringing out earlier, his word is bond. When he say he gonna do something, you can bet your last dollar on it. That's all I got.
Right. Damn right. So like I say, man, Most High Christ. Cause when you said that, I was thinking about the one with when the kid was selling bottles of water. What was that? What was the summer?
Oh yeah. I read that story too. Selling the
I was thinking about that one, but yeah. But I heard about the lemonade too. So Most High Christ, they're in the same sectors. You know what I'm saying? Same category, man. Some kids now. just trying to do right. Ain't bothering nobody. This they lemonade, you know what I mean? You either buy it or you don't buy it. You
Right.
know what I mean? But you know, you choose to harass a baby, meaning like I say, they don't have no regard for the young or the old, man.
That's right.
The
That's right.
devil, man. Just it don't matter. If you seem like you're doing better than them, they finna come deal with it, man. They finna come disrupt stuff, man. Cause they haters, man. They talk this hater stuff, man. The oppressor, the white man, is the biggest hate on the planet, man.
That's
He
right.
got the whole earth and you still hating. Can you believe that? Can you might have everything and you still hating out of one? I
That's
ain't
right.
never. No,
Right.
I ain't nothing. I got to a certain point. I'm cool as I hate for
Right.
what? No, and
Right.
I ain't even made it. I ain't even made it to the utopia. Some of these cats on certain stuff, man. Like, come on now.
That's
But this
right.
man, bro, he greedy, man. He want to consume this earth and then he want to go to a whole nother planet and consume that as well. He want to get to Mars, man. Feel me?
He ain't
He trying to get
satisfied
to
with the earth. He
Mars.
want to be God, man. He want the heavens too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He
right.
want
He
everything.
bold. He bold, man. He a fool. He a bold fool at that, though.
That's right.
I mean, you got to be out your living everlasting mind. Come on now. All the technology you got, he gave you the knowledge to get it. And you gonna fight him. That's like you got one AK-47. You finna go fight the company that make AK-47s.
Right.
You know what I mean? They might got something else,
Or
man.
Salak, if I could, man, that story, man, of that snake, man. That snake that lady had, you know what I'm saying? Every day the snake would scratch out on the side of her. You know what I'm saying? Size her up, man. By the time that snake got big enough, man, he consumed that Salaki. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he every day he was scratching his body out just to see if he big enough to eat him. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
That's
Size
the white
up, you know
man,
what I
man.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
that white man.
Right. Gonna size you up, man. You can do everything for him, feed him, no, take care of him, no, make his country great because it only been great when you was in slavery, fighting this war. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then when you side to march and side to protest, you side to protest peacefully, man. When every nation on the planet was looking at us like we was insane out of one. I went
That's
back
right.
and went into I just wanted to know how other people felt about how we did that. They ain't got no respect for us, man. About how we did that. You got your own diner in your own black community, and you want to go sit up in here with they diner or they ice cream store like that ice cream taste better than yours. I
Right.
think black man invented ice cream. If I ain't mistaken.
I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah,
pretty.
we did a lot of stuff. I think I heard black man invented ice cream. We definitely been air conditioning and
Hey
all
man,
that.
if we
You
invented a
know,
car
brother.
motor, I'm pretty sure ice cream was some lightweight.
Right. But the point is, you want to go sit up in they diners, man. The other nations didn't respect that at all, man. They don't respect that, man. Because just like the Arabs, you see what happened when you go up into their countries, they ready to walk into a store and Allah Akbar blow everybody up. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Better go to war out there, man. That man, we ain't got nothing willing to only thing we willing to die for is everybody else stuff, man. Gotta be
That's right.
willing to die for ours, man. No, the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? Where they messed up at, they were trying to use a white man's law to fight the white man with. When he got all kinds of clauses that he put into that law, just in case you tried that. And what they
Right.
do, they end up fighting the Black Panthers out. You know what I mean? Only law you need to be concerned about these laws, statutes, commandments. Come and learn who your God is, and He'll fight your war. And if He wants you to know, what I'm saying, take charge of yourself, He gonna bless your actions. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Ain't a nation on the planet that can touch us in war if the Most High is with us. We'll slaughter them all, man. We won't want to lose not one man. That's possible. The whole army, we can slaughter the entire army and won't lose nobody. That's because, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, He gonna be with us. And if we do lose a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it ain't nothing. It ain't gonna be but a couple, and we already know He'll be back. May He rise
That's right.
again. That's what we say. Instead of having to die to get out of heaven, you know what I'm saying? Like the white person teach us, we gotta die to get out of heaven. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die, as they say. You know what I'm saying? On damn well, black man, you don't want to die to go to heaven. You got
That's
your
right.
heaven right here on earth, man. But you know, we cursed in it. We cursed because of we didn't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. If I could, so and like I say, curse shall we be in the fields. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, there was a time, you know what I'm saying, like hell, we try to move out. We out in the middle of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, the Ku Klux Klan, they gonna find you. You out trying to live peacefully out of one, you out in the middle of nowhere, got your own little barn, your own little donkey. You know what I'm saying? Probably got about 2 acres, maybe an acre and a half, if that, you know what I mean? Then you and your little family. They gonna come mess with you, and you out in the middle of nowhere, man. Hey, you wanna burn a cross in your yard, call you a nigga, man, and all this and that and that. You ain't bothering nobody, man. This enemy gonna find you. He gonna hunt your steps, like the scriptures say, man.
That's right.
And then, you know, not only if you don't do that, then he gonna find some type of clause to take your land from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't pay your taxes. That's why they made taxes for us on land. Why they made one of the reasons they made taxes on land because of us, man. We ain't pay our taxes, we can lose our entire land, bro.
That's right.
We're not paying taxes, man. Curse how you be in the field, man. If I could, so let me drop down to let me see, it's like yeah. Let me get that's where that's where I want to go. Let me get verse 32 if I could, sir.
No
Deuteronomy
sweat.
28, verse 32.
This book, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. And it reads, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Right. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fall with longing of them all the day long. I mean, like I say, of course, we can go with slavery on this tip, of course, on slave auctions, you know what I'm saying? Watching somebody sell your kids off, man. You feel me? And then let's not forget about this. Y'all like to celebrate that stuff like no Black Friday and all this nonsense, man.
Yeah, that's right.
New Year's Eve, man. Don't you realize those days that know a lot of them slave trade and slave deals went on, man? And they said your kid, well, we got this little young buck just born, talk to you like you some just crap, man. Little young buck, nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That mama just had me only 6 months old, gonna let him suckle a little bit more, talk about you like you're a dog or something right in front of you. You understand everything they saying? And they just say your kids off. Even the men, you think we didn't long? You think we like to see our children leave us? Despite what you think about the black man, despite what you think about a black man, I can only imagine, man. I saw my poo bear get man out. It's no might in my hands, like the scripture said, man. And I've been bold as a lion many days, but if the Most High take the heart out you, He gonna take the heart out you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be like what you'll do if you was there type of thing. Cause the Most High make you a coward right before Him, you know. You probably been bold as a lion, 99.9 of your life, and that one time it destroy you because you got no might in your hands. But watch your kids, you know what I'm saying, be sold to somebody, you'll never see them again. Don't know what's finna happen to them. You know what I mean? Don't know if they're gonna do right or do somewhat right by them, just raise them and put them in the field like I ain't gonna say like they're supposed to, but like they intend to do. But they might want to make your daughter a comfort girl. You ever heard of that? A comfort girl, a belly warmer. Belly warmer. You already know where that's going. These type of things, man. And then, you know, your wife might have been a belly warmer. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Before you had her. You know what I'm saying? Some man, you know, he took your wife before she was yours. You feel me? And probably still take her. Curses, man. Imagine having to deal with this and then how to get up and how to work this fool field every day, man. Knowing that he raping your wife, or raping your daughter, or raping your son. Curse, man. That's man, look. Yeah, man, that hell is a condition, man, and we lived it, bro. We done been at the lowest of the low, man. Don't get no lower than where we've been, man. But guess where so far? We definitely gonna bring portion upon these heathens, man. Most High Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like what was the other one? 32.
Oh, that was verse 32, sir.
Cons up. What? For there shall be no might in thy hand. You know, we ain't gonna have no strength. We don't have no strength to go against this man. You feel me? This man, you know what I'm saying? The devil, you know what I'm saying, which means deceiver. Deceive the entire earth, man. Deceive you and make you think that you was that your civilization started from you swinging from trees and then you just ended up in America, man. Then nobody has never wondered why the UN of Africa never came for us. You know what I mean? They don't ask these questions. The United Nations, Africa got a seat on the United Nations, and they speak on as from Kenya, Nigeria, Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Egypt. Every country got a seat. You know what I mean? And they don't speak up for the Negro in America because they know that you ain't their people, man. So get off that color thing, you know what I mean? To a extent, man. It's about bloodline, man. Most I chose a bloodline. And he chose from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You feel me? And if you don't fit in that bloodline, you ain't Israel, man. Those Hamites, man. And they never came for us. So what that tells you, man, they call you Kata. They do it all in the movie. First time I heard that was a Sugar Hill. First time I heard that, I the one that turned Kata, Cotton Picker.
Kata.
There's a movie called, Denzel Washington, I'm not Denzel Washington, Wesley Snipes, Sugar Hill movie, Kata, Cotton Picker. And as a child, I heard that was an old movie. I never forgot it, man. And that's a real statement, man. They call you a cotton picker, man. They don't consider you they people, but you don't even want to be them heathens, man. They stink. Feel me? And they don't use deodorant. They don't use soap.
Right.
Stink, man. And they ain't know they ugly. And just look at their facial features. They don't look like a Negro, man.
No, man.
I'm serious, man. Just look at the facial features of them and look at us. It's totally different, man. And then they got a whole different type of black on them, man. Feel me? We the sands of the sands of the color of how I say the sands of the sea gets no different shades as you go deep into the earth. It gets darker, it gets richer.
That's right. That's right.
Further up, it get lighter and lighter. Those are the 12 tribes, man. We different complexions, but we dark. We complexion, we got melanin in our skin, but it goes from dark to light. Feel me? But them sound gone. Man, they like a dirty black.
Blue black. It's called
blue black.
Called blue black, sir.
Blue black, you know what I mean? Straight up. It's something else, man. Hold them ball game over there. But nah, man. Like I say, the curses, bro. No, those people ain't for us, man. They done had their empires. You ain't had yours yet, man. And the most I said, our empire gonna last forever, man. Because Christ gonna sit on the throne. And you gonna play games with him. If I could, so let me get up verse 64 of Deuteronomy 28.
Come on, sir. No sweat, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And it reads, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Right. Most I said, you know what I'm saying, once the curses come upon you, he's gonna scatter you amongst all people.
That's right.
And we'd have been amongst all people. You know what I mean? To this day, you know what I'm saying? We still amongst all people. Picking up their customs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Worshiping their gods, you feel me? Because we living in their land. And we feel like the only way to get is what they call it? The only way to go along is to get along, or what get along is to go along, or something like that. Pretty much you gotta go along with what they ball game, pretty much what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They almost don't leave you no choice, you know what I'm saying, to a degree. But you know what I'm saying, but you know, really you had a choice, but you don't know who you are no more. You know what I'm saying? That's our job, you know what I'm saying? The most I sent the priests and officers of the Israelite School University Practical Knowledge to fish you back in.
That's right.
Right now we fishing back in, but you know, we giving you the truth. The only bait we got is the truth. You either take it or you don't, you know what I mean? Don't make it without effect. You either take it or you don't. Yeah, you are blessed people. You know what I'm saying? But yet you was cursed. Because we turned against, we felt like, you know what I'm saying, our customs wasn't enough. We had to deal with these other nations. So since we wanted to deal with the other nations, the Most High scattered us amongst the other nations and let them treat us the way they want to treat us. and do what they want to do with let them have their way with us. Feel me? Pretty much. Know what I'm saying? And they should serve other gods. Know what I'm saying? You ain't know nothing about Islam, the white Christ. You knew nothing of these things before we come into this captivity, and they whooped the identity out of you, and they wiped out, they brain swiped us. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? They beat our identity out of us and forbid us to ever speak on it again, or else that'll be, oh, we'll keep your child right in front of you if you speak on it again. You know what I'm saying? And you serve other gods, but now your fathers didn't even know. Your fathers didn't even know this white Jesus, you know what I'm saying, that they serve today. You know what I'm saying? Your fathers didn't even know, you know what I'm saying, Islam and Allah and Buddha, and who else they serve? I mean, what the other nations? You know what I'm saying? Shiva, the Indians, you know what I'm saying? They believe their ancestors be reincarnated into a damn. You ever heard this other one? The Indians, they think their ancestors be reincarnated into rats. And rats, and there'd be a whole bunch of rats all over the place, man. And they put up food for these rats, man. You know what I mean? Your father. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was saying good night, man.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, these heathens are filthy. Let's not forget what the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying, the gods that they serve. You saw how Moses made their gods look like food. Feel me?
Right.
I mean, with the Moses out here, Moses made their gods look like food, look like nothing, man.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So our fathers didn't even know what I'm saying. A lot of these guys saying they worship nowadays, our fathers didn't even know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? But it's that without knowing even wood and stone, we worship that wooden cross now. We worship a death electric chair pretty much for Christ, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah. Pretty much worship the device that he was killed on.
Right.
That's all we're doing. God, that's a Roman torture device. The cross is a Roman torture device. They've been using it before Christ. Christ wasn't the first one crucified on the cross. He wasn't the last either. You know what I'm saying? But we worship that. And then as Islam, the cobblestone, a rock fall out the sky, they think it's from God. And every year they got to walk around this cobblestone. They got you involved in that, black man, black woman.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't consider, you know what I'm saying, that maybe, you know, everybody got their own customs except us. Maybe it's a custom that we have that we should be trying to find. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, and we here to give you that. You know what I'm saying? The Commander General Yohana, we here to give you custom that you need to be following. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the ways of the heathen. You feel me? If I could, so let me get one. Let me get a verse. Let's drop to verse 68.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof, whereof, Salaki, I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right. So the Most High say he will bring you into Egypt again with ship. Now, Egypt is a Greek word. It means bondage. But, you know, a lot of black men, a lot of our people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But they just use logic for a sec. Who was ever brought into slavery with ship? You know what I mean? I mean, it's like they say, okay, of course they said Egypt or whatever. But they just look at the multitude. I mean, we talk about a nation. He brought an entire nation into bondage with ship, the Most High. He sent the entire nation into bondage with ship. Then he used the other nations to do it. What's the most famous slave trade? It is the transatlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. And some of us got privilege to learn that history, but now they're trying to cut it off out of one. They're trying to cut off even teaching black history. You feel me? So they don't even want you to know that. When that's half of that, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the truth. You know what I mean? Just look, watered down version of the truth. But you know what I'm saying? We are famous for going into slavery on ship. And black man and black woman ain't famous for nothing. It's going into slavery on ship. Well, you know what I'm saying? We'd tell you, you know what I'm saying? Egypt just meant you was going back into bondage again with ship. You know what I'm saying? as bondmen, slack. When I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more. You know what I'm saying? Our land, you know what I'm saying, we won't see it no more. You know what I'm saying? We won't see our homeland again. We had never seen our homeland. Africa ain't your homeland. We was hiding. We went into hiding in Africa. You know what I mean? Just like when Christ went into hiding. You know what I mean? Remember, you know, his father had to take him into Egypt. No, Egypt is a part of Africa. He had to take him into hiding amongst other dark races. You think they could have done a white boy like that?
Nah.
He'd have been like a rice grain in a pot of black beans or something. It just ain't gonna work. Something. It just ain't gonna pop, man. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see our land for a long time. We haven't seen our land since 70 AD. They just said like that when Romans sacked Jerusalem in 70 AD. That was the last time a true, you know what I'm saying? I mean, last time for a long time that a true Israelite saw his land. You got some people that are Israelites, they go over into the land, they don't even know they're the real Israelites. But I'm saying, as a nation, that was the last time we seen our land, 70 AD. And they said, and we were going to this land, and yeah, we'll be sold as to our enemies. Okay? Enemies. You black man, black woman, you have enemies. You think you don't have enemies. You always want to be enemies amongst each other, man, but you got an enemy that you need to be concerned about. And you will say, and the most I say, you were sold to your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall save you. Martin Luther King didn't save you. Malcolm X didn't save you. Marcus Garvey didn't save you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Al Sharpton didn't save you. Feel me? And they never will save you. There's only one man gonna save you, and that's a nigga from the tribe of Judah. Like for my French. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah, a Mashiach, a black man who you ignorantly call Jesus. You know what I mean? The only king of Israel. He's gonna be the one to save you. And when he saves you, he's saving you through war.
That's right.
He's gonna forcibly pull you away from this country. His vessel is gonna be dipped in blood. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no holding hands in the sky saying kumbaya. And you know what I'm saying? You are the true Jew. You know what I'm saying? We just show up for Judah. And if I could, let me get one more and I'm gonna close it, sir. And I'm gonna show you what the Most High say about the fake Jew and what he said about you. Let's get Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
No sweat. The book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy, Salaki, of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right. The Most High say, I know thy works and thy tribulations. You know the works and the tribulation. You know the works that were brought up against us. And you know the tribulations that we had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Because we still are in poverty, even though, you know what I'm saying, we got a few sprinkled traitors in the nation, you know what I'm saying, they don't realize they're traitors, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. But for as a nation, we are in poverty. You know what I mean? As a nation, we are in poverty. And he say, you know the works in that tribulation, but thou art rich. Why we are rich? Because we have the inheritance. You know what I'm saying? We got the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We got the promises. We got the king. We got the true king. We are rich. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's time for Israel to be on top, they will be on top forever. We are rich. And he said, I also know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's right.
Those that say they are Jews, but are not. You ain't saying calling yourself no Jew, black man. We got to come and tell you that you're a Jew. So who are calling themselves Jews just to prove my point? Just to prove the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge point. That they are the imposters. And the Most High just called them the synagogue of Satan. They took your heritage and they ruled the earth with it. Now it's time for you to take it back. It's time for you to take it back, black man, black woman. The true Judah. The true Judite. Salaki. That's my time, sir. I'm saying I want to salute out the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah to the brothers. Shalom
Hey,
Yahweh Shem
Shalom Bashim Yah Shabbat Rakatah.
to the sisters. It's from Israelite
Shalom
School
Yah
in
Shemar Thumb Bashim Yah Shah to the sister.
so it's like this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, New Orleans, Louisiana Division, and that's my time. I'm preaching Officer 50 Kana Yah. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.